Hey guys, Scott Wallace here. Happy Monday. I wanted to do this little introduction to episode 470 for Monday, September 15th, because let me just give you a little background. Kristin and I taped this episode on Sunday night last night, and we went way long, over half an hour. And then when we were done, because of our crazy schedules, we didn't have time to tape episode 2, which was supposed to come out tomorrow on Tuesday. So what I've done is I've split the first episode into 2 parts. So you'll get the first one today, episode 470. You'll get another one on Tuesday, episode 471. There may be some references in the second part that say that it's still Monday, but you'll get the gist of it. It's our salute to television, all the hot streamers and broadcast shows that we're watching this month. Very excited about it. Kristin and I will be back again on Wednesday with a fresh new episode, and hope you enjoy the first 2 of the week. Put a smile on your face. We love you. Gurgling. Hey, Kristin, I'm very excited today because it is Monday, the 15th of September, and
Why are you excited about Monday? Monday's not a day to be excited about.
Well, because I'm excited because last night was the Emmy Awards.
Last night was the Emmys, right?
Yeah, which is a salute to all things television, and that's what today's episode is all about. We're going to be talking about TV and streaming, the things that we've been watching, the things that we're looking forward to. Let me just start with this, okay? Maybe you'll identify with this, maybe you won't, I'm not sure. But when I was a kid, I thought September was the best month of the entire year because it was when all the shows came back. I was that dorky kid.
My gosh.
I was that dorky kid, Kristin, who the TV Guide would come every week and I'd get out my yellow highlighter and highlight which shows that I was going to watch. Remember back then?
Are you serious?
We only had a handful of channels. So, and there was no way to record stuff. You couldn't watch it later. You had to watch when it was on. So
I do recall that you had a gigantic stack of TV guides that you kept for years.
I collected them. I collected them for well over a decade. I had every single one that was mailed to our house. And about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I got rid of most of them, but I kept about my favorite 40. So I still have 40 of them. And they mean a lot to me. I was a TV guy. I was a TV freak. So I was going through my closet and I'm like, well, what t-shirt am I going to wear for this television
TV episode?
So I have to move my mic. You look at it and you tell the people what I'm wearing, okay? Because I'm going to have to move my mic and stand up.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. It looks like a plain white tee. Oh, it's 90210. That's cute.
Kelly, Brenda, and Donna on the beach. It's my 902. Beverly Hills.
I was trying to think of their names, and I could not have pulled their names all out of my hat in that period of time.
So I did watch the first 90 minutes of the Emmys right before Kristin and I sat down to tape this last night. A little behind the scenes. We didn't tape it this morning. Nate Bargatze. Do you know him? He's the host.
Comedian.
He's a comedian.
Oh my gosh. Clean, doesn't curse.
Funny. Yeah. He is hosting the show as we speak. A couple of the ones that were announced right before I came up here to do the show. Seth Rogen won for lead actor in a comedy for The Studio, which we've talked about on the show before. I thought that was pretty cool. Jean Smart won for Hacks. Kristin.
You love that show.
4th in a row. 4 years in a row she won for Hacks. I think that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and her best supporting actress went to Hannah Eichenbinder, who is her co-star on Hacks. So
I don't even know who that is. We are not watching the Emmys. We are a football household, and even though the Commanders are not playing, we watched the Cowboys beat the Giants, and then we watched the Eagles beat the Chiefs, which was very satisfying. And I don't know, there's another football game on above my head. I don't know who's playing the last game, but anyway.
Well, we're going to be talking about football later in the episode, actually at the end of this episode, because we've got some very exciting information to tell you about next Sunday's football. But first, let's start with what I'm currently watching. Dale and I are watching 3 things right now that I don't know if you're watching, and you can chime in, Kristin, if you're
I
watching
haven't
them.
heard of any of these. Haven't heard of a
It's so
single
crazy.
one.
All right, so all 3 of these are on Apple TV Plus, which I think has some of the best television shows on right now. If you guys don't subscribe to Apple TV Plus, I don't know what's wrong with you. If you buy a Mac or an iPhone, you get 6 months free, so why aren't you watching it? Platonic with the aforementioned Seth Rogen is a great comedy show. You've not seen Platonic?
I don't like Seth Rogen at
Oh
all.
my
I never have.
I love him so much.
I just don't like him.
He stars with Rose Byrne and Luke McFarlane, and they play friends, and it's kind of they get into crazy situations, and it's just fun. I love it. And Byrne, you know Rose Byrne. She was in Neighbors with Seth Rogen and Dave Franco. She was in Damages with Glenn Close. You don't know her?
No.
What the hell is wrong? You know what? Just pack it up, Kristin. Pack it up. All right. Would you at least take a look at Platonic? They're in their 2nd season right now. It's currently airing on Apple TV Plus. Check it out. I think you and Rob would enjoy it. It's really funny. And Rose Byrne actually uses her Australian accent in this show, which she doesn't always do.
She doesn't. She normally has an American accent. Rob and I cannot think of a single thing that we have ever enjoyed watching together that was a comedy. Not one.
Really? Crazy.
Movies, before we got old and we were able to actually watch an entire movie without falling asleep, we used to watch funny movies, and occasionally we'll watch like a stand-up comedian who has something on HBO or Netflix or something, but we don't watch TV shows that are comedies much at all.
Dale and I are pretty good at mixing comedies and dramas, so we go back and forth. Another comedy that we're watching, and I have to tell you, Kristin, I'm going to cry.
Why?
I'm going to cry this Wednesday. The series finale of Acapulco drops this Wednesday.
Never heard
Apple
of it.
TV Plus. Oh, they're in their 4th season.
4 seasons.
4th and final season of Acapulco. It's set in a beachside resort in Acapulco in the 1980s, and it's just so cute. The problem with it, though, that Dale and I have is that you really have to pay attention because half of it's in English and half of it's in Spanish. So whenever it's in Spanish, you have to do a lot of reading.
It's a high level of effort.
Yeah. And I just found out today when I was doing some research about the show is actually filmed at a real resort in Puerto Vallarta, which is not Acapulco. But anyway, So I learned that today. And I texted Dale, I said, here's the resort. We need to go there. So we've been to Puerto Vallarta before, so we should go again. We can hang out you guys need to watch Acapulco too. It's so cute. It's so cute and heartwarming, and I'm going to miss these characters for sure.
It does not, cute and heartwarming does not entice me at all.
You're a bitch.
I know. No, I need something that is gripping, that makes me completely forget all of the things that I am worried about on a daily basis.
I understand.
And cute and heartwarming is not going to cut it.
All right, you're going to tell us about that in a minute. But okay, here's something that's a little gripping. It's called Invasion. Have you not seen Invasion on Apple TV Plus?
Never heard of it.
Watching it now. It's in its 3rd season. It just kicked off on August 22nd, their 3rd season. This is a science fiction series that follows 3 different sets of humans on Earth after hostile aliens have invaded our planet.
So it's a dystopian, futuristic thing. Is it very dark?
It is not super dark, but there's no lighthearted moments in it. They spent a lot of money on this. Tim Cook threw a lot of money at this show. The budget for the 1st season was reported to be about $200 million. So it's very cinematic, and they filmed it around the world. They filmed it in New York City, Morocco, Japan, and the UK. So yeah, you go around the world and see how different countries and different continents are dealing with these aliens that have attacked. And these aliens are not at all like humans. They're more kind of like I couldn't even describe them. We don't have anything like this on our planet. but they're very scary, very scary.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very moody. It's kind of slow. When you're in Britain, you need to put the captions on because they speak with very, very thick Cockney accents, so kind of hard to understand. So Dale and I had to put the captions on to figure out what the fuck they were saying. But
we
no,
used to have to do that for Peaky Blinders because I couldn't understand what the hell they were saying.
Exactly. All right, so those are the three things we're watching right now. And we're loving them. We go back and forth and back and forth. So.
Well, of the three that you mentioned, the last one sounds
we lost
the most
your
appealing.
We lost your mic. You're back to your iPhone.
Okay. That's interesting.
You back to your mic?
Am I? Can you hear me again?
Yeah, much better. Much better.
My iPhone butted in there and connected itself, and I got a message on my phone saying that it was connected.
Yeah, I think
so. That was very bold of it to do that. Okay. Anyway, of the three shows that you mentioned, the last one sounds the most enticing. Except you lost me when you said it's kind of slow. I can't handle slow. I need fast-paced action and things that are gripping, or at least fast-paced and lascivious, like one of the things I'm going to talk about. But it also looking at this list, I forgot to mention that we just recently finished Paradise. Did you watch Paradise on Apple TV Plus with Sterling K. Brown? So good. It was so good.
I did see three of the three. James Marsden is in that.
Yes. It was 2 seasons, and it's been renewed for another season.
Yeah.
But we just finished last night Yellowjackets. Have you watched Yellowjackets? It's twisted, which is why we liked it. So it's got a little bit of oh gosh, I can't even think of the real life version of this, but it's a plane full of teenagers who are on their way to a sports event and they crash in the wilderness. But what's cool about it is that there are 2 different casts. So there's the cast that is the young version of them when they're in high school, and it flips back and forth constantly the whole time between the older, the version of them that's older, after they've got, made it back to civilization after their rescue, and it's 25 years into the future. The crash happens in 1996, so that's sort of pivoting back and forth, and we were hooked on it. I will say, I'm not going to say any spoilers. I was so disappointed in the final 2 episodes. It was yeah, but I think it's also gotten back renewed. Yeah.
And that's on it was on Showtime originally, and you can watch it on Paramount Plus.
We're watching it on Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Got it.
The Bear, which of course has won 8 million awards, which is on Hulu. I have to say, I don't like the last season as much as the previous ones. And so we're kind of, Jeremy Allen White, I love him to pieces. And
I liked him on Shameless.
I would watch him read the phone book, but Rob has given up on The Bear and has declared it's now my series to watch without him because he is over it. It's very introspective, and the beginning of the series was so fast paced because it was about life in a restaurant. And the more it's gone on, the more it's about the inner life and the relationships of the people and their thought processes. And so we've lost Rob, but I still like it. And then the third thing that we're watching, is called Chief of War, which is also on Apple TV Plus. And of course it's a Jason Momoa vehicle. And I think it's really good. And he, of course, was born and raised in Hawaii. And this is all about the ancient tribes in Hawaii. And it's all in, as you were saying, it's all in ancient languages. There's not a single word in English until maybe the 6th episode. So it's a lot of effort to watch the subtitles the whole time. But it is visually a gorgeous.
I have heard that.
It's just absolutely beautiful. The acting is really well done, including Jason Momoa. I have a lot of respect for him in this vehicle outside of his, Game of Thrones and other sort of action hero stuff. And
Aquaman.
And I never saw Aquaman.
yeah.
And the soundtrack of it is wonderful. Hans Zimmer collaborated with Hawaiian musicians and used traditional Hawaiian instruments to create the soundtrack,
So
and it's
cool. So
really
cool.
good. But there's
Yeah.
also lots of violence in it, which is why
Right.
Rob and I like it. It's
All right.
people
Well, I do
fighting
like
and
that. And I've heard that there's a rumor, even though it was a limited series, that there could be a second, possibly even a third season. So they're
Yeah.
still negotiating that.
yeah.
So Dale started watching that on his own. It did not look like it was something I wanted to watch. He started watching it and he gave up. So I guess it wasn't for him either. Yeah. You gotta give things, I've given up after one episode, but I don't think that's fair to TV shows. I think you have to give them at least 2 or 3 before you give up. I think
tried to
that's
watch
fair.
the series Shogun, and I can't think what streaming service it was on. I was so excited about it. We tried twice to get through the first episode, and I feel like that's a fair shot. After the second time we tried to get through the first episode, we're done.
We're done. So that was the first half of our television episode. You'll get the second half tomorrow on Tuesday. That'll be episode 471. There'll be some references to the fact that it's Monday, even though you're listening to it on Tuesday, but you'll get the gist. We'll see you then.